When you go to Hong Kong, we're very proud of our food culture here. Everyone will tell you like, oh, this is the best place for wonton noodles, or this is the best place for beef brisket.
好啦，冇跟 that's for you.
Very like, almost a little bit possessive about it. When we like to line up for food and we associate food with people, it's just part of our cultural identity. And we love to eat and we're pretty damn proud of that.
Chinese food is more than just stir-fries, noodles, and dumplings. I'm Clarissa, and I'm taking you on a journey through China to try authentic Chinese food region by region.
My name is Ashley Yu, and I'm the founder of Hong Kong Food Crawlers.
Because it would be impossible to find lunch without professional guidance, I've secured the services of bespoke food guide Ashley.
So I was born and raised in Hong Kong, and I also study in the UK and Canada. When I was young, I used to go to the market with my mom a lot, especially after school. She'll get her groceries for the day. So in Hong Kong, it's very typical for people to buy groceries on a daily basis. The first 1 to 2 floors is usually just for buying groceries, so the veggies, the fruits, the butchers, the seafood. And then upstairs we have the food court. The reason why locals really like those restaurants is because it's so cheap and it's affordable, and people who run the food business there, they've been doing that their whole life. For breakfast, I really like to go to Soki because Soki's menu is basically a classic Hong Kong diner menu. What I usually have is Hong Kong style French toast. In the middle of the toast, they put a layer of the kaya jam, which is a coconut milk spread. On a hot day, I like to have the preserved salted lime with 7-Up. The lime is preserved in a jar of just salt and lime. In Hong Kong, one of the most staple classic drinks is called Hong Kong milk tea. It's also called Lai Cha in Cantonese. But if you add it with condensed milk, it's called Cha Zhao. I would say back in the days, people are very simple. In Hong Kong, it's all about going to the diner, and people are more easily satisfied back in the days. Versus now, I feel like a lot of the younger generation kind of prefer something that's more Instagrammable. For lunch, I like to go to Kwan Gate. All they sell is beef brisket. I usually have the beef brisket with rice noodles. The essence of this dish, I would say, is the broth of the noodles. Because their beef brisket is so fresh and the flavor is so nice. The broth is very condensed. You can actually drink it. The old diners these days is not as popular as it used to be. It's just really sad because a lot of the times the owners are getting older. They don't have anyone to take care of their business. This kind of restaurant, the outdoor restaurant, is a dying breed in Hong Kong because the government started taking the licenses back in 1970s. They realized, oh, it's getting a little bit too out of control. There's too many of these outdoor restaurants. So Dai Pai Don in Cantonese, translated, it means big license stall. Dai Pai means big license. The restaurant's license that we're giving out by the government to the restaurant owners is it's a piece of paper that is as big as your face. At Dai Pai Don, the tables and the kitchen are all on the street. So the one that I really like is called Oi Man San. Current owner, who has the license, is a granny who's around 86 years old. She still goes to the restaurant to check on, how her son and her grandkids are like running the restaurants and making sure everything is good. So at the classic Dai Pai Don, they would have clay pots with eggplants and stir-fried clams with black bean sauce and onions. The salted calamari is a good one. Kong used to be a fishing village and, people in Hong Kong grew up eating seafood. I'm really hoping that our traditional food culture can survive. Even though it's a little bit hard, but I do see some hope. Right now, we really need younger people to join the food industry. But unfortunately, I feel like there's a stigma about making food in Hong Kong in certain ways. For me, with my work at Hong Kong Food Crawlers, I want to preserve their stories and the flavors of their food through my food tours. Even for me, I tell my guests, if you come back in 10 years, this might not be here anymore.
Up next, our reporter Venus will go to dim sum school in Hong Kong and learn how to make rice noodle rolls from scratch.